morning, Mr. Brave Man. Mr. Brave Fargo. Brave and at ease, Fargo. We're loving to see some of those slow blinks coming from you as we start our live post. Hey everyone, Judson from the Wildcat Sanctuary here, hanging out with our latest, Wild at Heart resident, Bengal Fargo, an F1 Bengal who came to us from a shelter in Fargo, North Dakota. They came into Mr. Fargo here after he was rehomed twice, and to no one's surprise, having trouble rehoming a half Wildcat who also is quite feral. And Mr. Fargo certainly has purchased here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. As in F1 Bengal, we specialize in taking care of these hybrid Wildcats and catering to the needs of these special Wildcats. And happy that he has a compassionate forever home here, and to see, truthfully, Fargo, that you are as bold and courageous as I could have ever imagined. I've been hanging out with Fargo for probably about 10 minutes now. I entered into our rescue bay where Fargo's in a formal quarantine period. And Fargo's been right up on top of his little perch here. You can see caretakers have outfitted him with all the luxuries that a cat like him would enjoy. Actual logs for scratching, plenty of blankets, plenty of places to hide out. Well, Fargo says, hey, I am bold, I am courageous, and I'm gonna hang out right here. So plenty of options for him to get out of Dodge and get away from the paparazzi, but nice to see him kind of dozing off. Certainly still keeping an eye and being aware of me, but just that much more comfortable. So kudos to you, Mr. Fargo. And let's officially welcome everyone to our live post here. Hey, Susan Mensa. Faith sharing lots of love with Fargo. Thank you for that, Faith. Hinata pointing out those slow blinks that Fargo is giving us. I'm very, very happy to see that as well, Hinata. Rita V saying hi to Miss Fargo, checking in from the Netherlands. Glad to have you, Rita. Hey, Marilyn Grant. Hey, Belinda D. Kathy Silva's getting excited about Mr. Fargo. And Fargo is an F1 Bengal, as we know, which means, which indicates female generation. So he is very simply 50% wild. And with Fargo, one of Fargo's parents being an Asian leopard cat, as he is a Bengal, and the other one being a domestic cat. And I think many of you could agree, if you were in the jungles of Southern Asia and you saw a cat like Fargo, or if you saw Fargo himself, you would think that he's right where he belongs. And that's just how wild a cat like him looks. Those large eyes, that beautiful spotted coat. Nice to see you getting cozy, Mr. Fargo. There's just no denying how wild a cat like Fargo looks. And should be no surprise when he behaves just as wild as he looks. Hey, Tanya Toner. Julianne Neville. Hey, Julie. Kendra Ditto. Hey, Kendra. Rosie P. Oops. We'll scroll back down to the bottom here and welcome everyone if you're just joining us. That's F1 Bengal Fargo, correct, Stephanie. That is Mr. Fargo. Tammy sent out e-newsletter this morning, a really wonderful e-newsletter. She kind of talks a little bit about her birthday and some of her history, and including how her mother, Tammy's mother, has played a major role in helping the Wildcat Sanctuary become what it is today, as well as a little update on Mr. Fargo. So I hope everyone saw that e-newsletter. We'll be posting kind of an adaptation of Tammy's story and her mother on Facebook later today. And I was like, well, let's just go and see Mr. Fargo and talk about how he's been doing on a live post. I'll just pull the camera back for 1 second, Mr. Crazy Fargo. Mr. Handsome Man. We're just here in Rescue Bay. So right through those double doors, everyone, I'm sure you're familiar, is our beautiful on-site hospital. Here's the big scale that you'll see us weighing the big cats on during their vet day. Caretakers did a great job. They've made a big blind here. I'm not going to get up and move around too much for Fargo's sake, but they have a big blind. Also playing over there is a white noise machine, and that's just creating a little bit more noise in the room to help Fargo just be at ease, just like we like, maybe you like a fan at night when you sleep. Same deal for Fargo, just gives him a little bit extra sense of comfort. And some of those noises that might spring up aren't going to startle you, Mr. Fargo. But Fargo did come from a shelter, so we just want to make sure that he is going through our formal quarantine. Fargo has had a dedicated set of caretakers. That was Elise, who had been taking some of those photos that you would have seen on the e-newsletter. He's coming out for treats. He's interested in toys. He's eating well. Fargo is... at least how I was imagining Fargo's kind of introductory stages of his Wild at Heart life, I was expecting to be going at a little bit of a slower pace, and Fargo is really embracing his new compassionate life here with flying colors. And obviously we are going to let Fargo go at whatever pace he chooses, but nonetheless impressed to see how bold and courageous he's been. And from what we first experience as a very frightened and what we classified as a feral cat. Well, man, Fargo, you're doing great, and we're happy that TLC you've been getting here at TWS has been going a long way, mister. I'm going to zoom in on that pretty mug of yours. We let everybody watch those slow blinks. Everybody watch those slow blinks. Courtesy of their support, Mr. Fargo. It's awesome that everyone helps us stand up for little wildcats like yourself, Fargo. It goes a long, long way, and we've made strides in the big cat world when it comes to the captive wildlife crisis. And Mr. Fargo, you're up next. It's time to make some major strides for some governance over the ownership of these hybrid wildcats and how to stifle the breeding of these hybrid wildcats. Because right now it's an arduous task, as you guys hear how frequently we are contacted for hybrid cats in need of rescue. And man, it makes me happy that we have so many people behind us who are educated and ready to stand up, and just like we did for the big cats, to make a difference for these small and medium cats like Fargo. Let me see if I can look at some comments, big guy. Yeah, that's right. Everyone just remarking how beautiful you are, Mr. Fargo, and it's great to see that the average TWS follower, they know that you're beautiful, and they know why you're beautiful, and it's because you're half wild. Now, Mr. Fargo, how do we get the non-TWS follower to understand the truth behind that beauty? Such a serious face indeed, Jill. But again, so happy to see him kind of dozing off like this. I won't spend too much more time with you, Mr. Fargo. But just to reintroduce, welcome everyone. Happy Tuesday here to the Wildcat Sanctuary. Boy, it is hot. We are inside in our rescue bay with Fargo, our latest Wildcat rescue here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. And while Fargo and I are inside during this live post, caretakers are ensuring that our 100 plus residents are staying cool, as today is going to be very hot and tomorrow is going to be very hot. I'm sure many of you here in the States can sympathize that it's been an unbearable spring and summer so far, and feeling very fortunate for that ice machine in our new food and wellness center, feeling very fortunate for our giant freezer that is chock full of all types of icicles and frozen treats for the cats as we endure some of this warm weather, and just feeling thankful that the caretakers are doing everything that they need to do to ensure that the cats are going to be comfortable during this little bit of a heat wave we're going through. So that goes the same for our supporters, our human supporters. I hope everyone stays safe and makes smart decisions in the coming days here. I know it's kind of been hot the past week or so, but I think it's kind of cresting here. So everybody stay safe and be smart, drink lots of water. Do like the cats are doing. Enjoy a maybe not a tuna sickle, but a popsicle. Take a dip in a pool, you name it, Mr. Fargo. And he says, yeah, maybe I'll even enjoy a tuna sickle or two. Maybe I'll even enjoy a tuna sickle. Oh, I'm sorry, Fargo, I just accidentally nudged something behind me. We're hanging out right here. Someone commenting that they would adopt Fargo. And first off, Fargo is officially a rescued resident of the Wildcat Sanctuary. We do not adopt out any of our rescues. Second of all, Mr. Fargo has already gone through 2 homes and was not able to be placed for the reasons of he is a feral wildcat. And so Fargo does not belong in a home environment. He belongs in a sanctuary environment, in a place that understands him for what he is going to respect him for what he is, and also educate on what Mr. Fargo is so we can help make a difference for cats like him. Definitely something that a question we asked a lot, and if you'd just like to maybe read more about who we are and what we do at the Wildcat Sanctuary, you can join in and help empower and make a difference for cats like Fargo. Hey, thanks for sharing that link, Faith. And Kathy Silva, I could use a tiger-sized pool myself. Jeremy and Simons could probably fit just about every staff member here at the sanctuary. That thing is so big, so I'm glad the boys will be taking advantage of it. Just gonna move the phone right here, Mr. Fargo, because Judson's arms hurt a little. All right, Mr. Fargo. All right, Mr. Fargo. Hey, everyone. I am so glad that we got to check in with one of our newest rescued residents here, Fargo, the F1 Bengal. And I'm sure you are as well, I'm so proud of Fargo. I'm so proud of the caretakers who are really kind of catering to his every need here. We wouldn't have it any other way, Mr. Fargo, and allowing Fargo to come out of his shell. And from what I was thinking was going to be a kind of tough nut to crack, if you will, which is fine, Mr. Fargo, is becoming to be a little bit more brave and bold than we expected. And we like seeing that, Mr. Fargo. We'd have it either way, but it's good to see that you're aware that you're in a place that cares about you and understands you and is here to do right by you. So thank you, Fargo, for giving us that validation. He says, yes, sir-ree. Mr. Cutie Pie, not enough like that. We'll zoom in one more time. Mr. Fargo. Thank you for those slow blinks. And thank you everyone for tuning in to our live post today. Today is Tuesday, Thursday is going to be Tammy's birthday celebration. You guys are fully aware that we're in the middle of our Fill the Freezer, hoping to make Tammy's birthday wish not just a birthday wish. So thank you everyone for already standing up and filling our freezer in so many different ways, helping out with hybrid food, helping out with portions of food for the big cats and medium cats. But of course, looking forward to celebrating our Fill the Freezer fundraiser this Thursday with some unique birthday fun with the, of course, the one and only Tammy herself, the birthday girl. So that'll be Thursday. Tammy's actual birthday is Friday, so good for her. She has the day off, so happy that we get to celebrate it as a TWS family come Thursday. Thank you guys again for tuning in and hanging out with Fargo and I. Yeah, big guy, I'm out of here. And thank you guys for your support for allowing Fargo and so many other cats here at the Wildcat Sanctuary to live comfortably and to live as they choose. Thank you everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.